All right, so the last element to do is the head, and we're going to kind of do this in sections. So make sure you're in object mode. We're going to hit Shift A. Try that again, Shift A. There it goes. And we're going to do grease pencil, a blank. I'm going to go ahead and rename it right now so there's no confusion. Head. All right. And then let's go ahead and just add our layers. So we're going to need lines, and we're going to need fills. Good. Um, and let's do our materials here. So I'm going to click on this. We're going to need the ink, and I'm going to need the plus again. We're going to need flesh, and the plus again. And I'm just going to use the same brown as the shoes. It's always a good idea to kind of limit your color palette. Okay. So, the way we're going to do this is instead of, you'll notice that like the body we drew on all different pieces. It is entirely possible to actually draw the entire character in pieces such as we did, but inside the grease pencil itself. So just like you have these layers, you would actually put layers, you'd have the layers all exist in here. So instead of them each on being over here, we would have like, and we're going to do that. Actually, let's go ahead and do that right now. So I'm going to call this let's put this over here so I can see a little bit better. We'll call this headlines, and we're going to call this head fills. Okay. And make sure lines is above fills. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is this. I'm going to, let's go ahead and turn off the torso so that way I can see the head a little bit better. I'm going to zoom in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to headlines. Hang on, headlines, go to ink, go into draw mode, make sure we are indeed, okay, so ink, good. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead, make sure I have the ink here, that's ink, okay. And we're just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna draw my outside headlines here. I'm doing such a bad job of drawing. Okay, something like that. And then we need to do the fills. Now, what I want you to notice about the fills is this. Um, I am actually going to paint this all brown, and I'm going to have this face mask that comes back and forth, and you'll see why I'm doing that in a second. Um, I'm actually just going to paint this the brown. So let's go to our head fills section. Let's go to the paint bucket. Let's go to the materials. We're going to do brown paint, and I'm going to click in here, and voila. Great. Okay. So now I have my headlines and fills. Okay. I'm going to do two new layers inside of here. So we'll do, let's start with here, hit plus, and we will, let's just turn these off so I can see what I'm doing. So we'll hit plus, and um, we'll call this face. Okay. So we'll call it face lines, not face line, face lines. And then we'll do another one, and we'll call this face, um, fills. And make sure face fills is under face lines. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I am going to draw this in a certain way. So normally I would draw all these pieces. Well, yeah, we'll do it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw basically this shape. So you get kind of an idea. So we're going to go lines, click on this, go to my material, choose ink. And let's go ahead and I'm just going to draw, make sure I'm on the right one, face lines. Okay. I'm actually going to go out and I'm going to go, oops, had a little bit of a sputter there. I'm actually going to go out and I'm going to go past like that. And then I'll just go like this. I'm going to take this and go past. Let's just have this kind of come down and over. Just want to make sure these are, we'll go like this, like that. Okay. Then I'm going to go to face fills. We're going to go to paint bucket. We're going to go to flesh paint. We're going to click in here. Didn't work. I can see there's a thing right here. So I'm going to hold Alt and click. There we go. And fill. Okay. So what seems weird about this is that obviously I drew past it. What we're going to do is we're actually going to mask these out using the headlines. Okay. So the way to do that is you can click on these here, or you can click on the check boxes. So let's go ahead. I'll do face fills first. So click here. We'll hit the little plus, what we want to mask it out. And I'm going to choose the head fills. Okay. Then I'm going to do this one as well. I'm going to hit the little plus here. It already has the masks on, and we'll choose head fills. Now, by default, it's not going to show anything, but if I turn these on, you'll see that now that is masked out by those elements. And I might want to, let's do on face fills. I'm also going to mask out, because see how this line's thinner than this line? Is because it's the inside face that's being done. I want it to be also the outside one. So I'm also going to do face lines. Although that didn't really, oh wait, sorry, not face lines. I want headlines. Never mind. We'll just leave it like it is. Okay, so what that'll do is this. I'm gonna lock these two because we're done with these. But watch, if I now go into edit mode, you'll see I can go like this. I can move, make sure I grab both of them. I can move this so I can make it look like he's looking forward. And if I go this way, it'll be like he's looking out that way. So let's turn this off so you can see what I'm saying. So it can kind of give that appearance of turning. So that's the idea. So basically the shape is masked inside of the other shape. That's the idea. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're just going to do some other ones here. So we'll lock these because we don't really need to have those anymore. Let's turn these ones off and these ones off. I'm going to turn the ability to see things on again. And I'm just going to do actually, you know what? Let's go back to the face lines real quick. And I'm going to draw my brow shapes just so that that's on there. So I'm not worried about um, doing that later. So let's unlock that just because of my specific scenario. But I'm just going to do the eyebrows um, right inside of here just to kind of cut down on what we're doing. So we'll just, oh, I saw the fill. Okay, so just gonna go. Oh, still have the this material, so I'm just gonna do my eyebrow. Okay, thought I clicked on it like that. That looks terrible, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so let's go back here, and I'm just gonna turn that back off and like. Okay, so I'm gonna do now just the eyes in general, just to have them as a separate piece in case I want to like do like replacement eyes or something. So with the little plus, we'll do eyes lines at the little plus, and we'll do eyes fills, and let's make sure this is above the eye lines. Lines. Okay. Again, I'm just going to use that brush. Make sure I have ink on. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to draw my eye lines here. So we'll go like this, like that. It's not the greatest. And then to eye fills, go to paint bucket, and I'm just going to do my brown color for in there, and there. Okay, good. So those will also be masked out. So I'm just going to go ahead and click mask and mask. And we're just going to go ahead and these will be masked out also by the head fills. And this one also by head fills. And then we will lock those and let's also make those invisible. So the next things to do are I'm gonna forgo the mouth. We'll just pretend he doesn't have a mouth for now because I don't feel like drawing that. We need to do the nose and the ears. So we'll just do plus plus, and we'll do ear lines and ear fills. Go to ear lines. Go to your pencil. Go here. Select this. Probably should just have that pin so we don't have to do this every time, but whatever. We'll go ahead and we will draw the ear line like so. Then I'm gonna go. That looks terrible though. I can't live with it. Can't live with myself. That's fine. Okay. Then I'm gonna go to ear fills. Go to the fill bucket. Go to material. Flash. I'm gonna hold Alt because I got to fill in this gap here. Good. Fill in there. Good. Okay. So now those are done. These are not going to be masked because they actually go over top. So I'm just going to go ahead and lock those. I'm just locking them so I don't end up like accidentally do something. And then we'll do nose lines and nose fills. All right, go to nose lines, go to your pen, Go to material, go to ink. Let's go ahead and we will draw our nose. Okay. Go to the fills, go to the bucket, go to the material, choose flesh, and I'm just going to hold Alt to do this, and we're going to click in there, and voila. Okay, so now what you're going to see is this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unlock a bunch of these. Let's also make them all visible. Okay, unlock. Okay, and I'm going to unlock everything up to face. And now what you'll notice is if I hit, let's go into edit mode. And if I hit, I'm going to turn this off so you don't see all the, I'm going to hit A. I'm going to turn this, where is it? Right here. I'm going to turn this off so you don't see the things. So now if I go like this, you'll see, it looks like a side view. And then I can go all the way to like front view. Now I would probably adjust the ear, for example, like take this ear and I grabbed too much. Just paint select. Um, and like I would go like this and then S and X. You know what I mean? So it would look kind of like it was going to the side. Um, but A and G. But so you can go like this and it will have an appearance of basically them turning their head more or less. But basically some of it's masked out and then some of it's not. Okay. This will work better for some character designs as opposed to others. Depending on what you have. I didn't draw the mouth in there too. I would do the mouth as another one, but that's the rough idea of how we draw the head. Now, if for some reason, like I'm looking at my guy and he looks kind of pale, I'm gonna go ahead and put my torso on. He looks a little bit pale. So, oh, you know what? The head also needs to be a little bit forward. So I'm gonna go to object mode. Now, the only way to access those is through the actual grease pencil, but you'll see we have a way of binding them actually to bone separately, these different lines as well. I'm going to go here, and then we just need to move it somewhat in negative. We'll do negative 0.03 on Y, so it comes forward, so it's in front of the chest. So if you notice for some reason, like, man, I really don't like he's like his flesh color isn't that great. All I can do is I can go to the materials here, and if I change this color slightly, give them a little more color, just so you can see, right? Um, you can actually adjust that thing, and all the things that have that material will change the color. Like I'm looking at the blue, and I'm not super like pumped about the blue, so I'm gonna click on something that has the blue. I'm gonna go the blue color, and I just feel like it needs to be a little more desaturated. So I'm gonna go this way a little bit, and that gives us a whole bunch of. You can basically make some adjustments and things. Okay. I'm gonna do one more video and I'm just gonna show you like a couple of things to do to just add a little bit more pizzazz to this if you so desire.